Everything you missed from day 23 of the World Cup. This was the craziest World Cup final in the history of the tournament. Iker Casillas brought out the cup and the stage was set as the Argentinian fans and French fans were bouncing. The game started with another questionable penalty call for Argentina, but nonetheless, Messi did what he does, stepped up and coolly finished it off to put Argentina up 1-0. Di Maria, who was actually a surprise inclusion in the starting 11 for the final, was the man to make it 2-0 after a brilliant counterattack from the Argentinians left the ball at his foot to finish home. The game went into halftime with Argentina up 2-0, and France didn't even look entirely interested in playing in this final to begin with, as they didn't create a single chance the entire first half. A lot of the same even continued in the second half for the French, as they could not get anything going, and it looked like it was going to be smooth sailing to a World Cup final win for Argentina and Messi. But when you have the best player in the world right now, anything is possible, and that is exactly what happened. France was awarded a penalty in the 80th minute, and Mbappe stepped up and struck it home to give the French a little bit of life. Just a minute later though, that man Mbappe pulled off the spectacular. The move started and ended with him, and an absolute laser into the bottom corner leveled the game at 2-2, and Mbappe put the entire world on notice that he is the best player in the world right now. Messi had a chance to even win it at the death as he cut back onto his left foot and struck a brilliant shot, but Lloris was there to make the save and send the game into extra time. Lautaro Martinez had two chances to win it at the end of the first half of extra time, but a brilliant block by Upamecano and a scuffed chance from Martinez left the Argentinians needing more. And then who else would it have been? At the start of the second half of extra time, it was that man Messi on the spot. After a brilliant save from Lloris, he tapped home to put the Argentinians up 3-2, and it looked like it was the moment for Messi. The stadium absolutely exploded, and his two best friends were loving it as well, as Di Maria was in tears, he could not believe it on the bench, and Kun Aguero was bouncing up and down, singing with the Argentinian fans, thinking they just won the World Cup. Even Ocho Cinco in his Qatari gear was loving it himself, watching the Messi magic in person. But the drama was not over, as after a corner kick, the ball dropped to Mbappe outside of the box, and he struck a brilliant shot that looked like it was on his way into the goal, but it was blocked by an Argentinian elbow, and the French were awarded a penalty. Mbappe stepped up to take and finished brilliantly, which capped off his hat trick. Just an insane thing to do in a World Cup final at his age. The madness again, though, was not over. In penalties, an Emiliano Martinez save on Kingsley Coman and an Aurelien Tchouameni miss set up the game-winning penalty from the substitution Montiel, and Argentina were the world champions. And you have to be happy for Messi. This was the last award on his checklist that he needed to become the undisputed greatest player of all time, and I'm not sure there's a single person on this planet that will disagree with you at this point. The reaction from the Argentinians tell the entire story, as players, ex-players, coaches, fans, and everyone from the entire country was in absolute elation. Happy tears, dancing, hugging, everything. You could see how much this moment meant to that country. The raw and pure emotion that you can get from what people want to call a game is exactly why so many people across the world love sports. I mean, what an insane World Cup, and you couldn't have asked for more, with just an even more insane finish with the craziest World Cup final of all time. And I couldn't be happier for Messi to cap off his brilliant career finally with a World Cup. But there is one thing to note, that Mbappe is not done, and he will be back for that crown as the greatest player of all time. Make sure you like and follow for all soccer content moving forward, and have a great day.